Hey guys, it's Teatime here and welcome to the finale for my Let's Build. Yes, I know this isn't an actual Let's Build, this is a speed build, but I did try and do another Let's Build episode and I feel like I got next to nothing done in a long amount of time, and then in the end I wasn't happy with it and I was just trying to edit it, and funnily enough it turned out faster and less painful to just finish the whole thing in a speed build and edit that. Which is a bit weird, and I wasn't necessarily planning on doing it, but it's been such a long time since I've released one of these. I just thought there was so much disconnect that I'd kind of just rather get it done and out of the way, and then if people do like the Let's Build style, I guess I'm happy to take suggestions and start another one at some point soon. But yes, I just kind of wanted to get this mansion done. I've been wanting to get it done for a while, but you know, I'm also happy taking my time. I do like the style of just sort of building slowly with you guys and getting something done. Yeah, so we do actually finish this today. We are working on the downstairs right now, as in the basement. This is pretty much mostly for the butler. It is a laundry in this main space I'm working on right now, and then there is an entryway into the butler's quarters with a bathroom as well. Yeah, so nice and comfortable for our butler friend. Of course, again, if you wanted to actually play with your own butler, as in someone you've made and you want to just move in, just do that. That's perfectly fine, and let's be honest, they're probably more useful than a butler as well. I've been very tempted to do that in game, honestly. I'm curious to know what the cost difference is between hiring a butler, and that means without all the free services and whatnot, all those perks, and just having an extra person in the house, an extra mouth to feed. I feel like it's definitely cheaper. It just means that I have to move and work the butler myself, which is, you know, a little annoying, but not enough that I really care, honestly. But yeah, like I said, I did actually do the laundry and all of this downstairs previously, but I just didn't like it. I don't know, how often do you guys do that, where you do something, you're like, yeah, this will do, I guess, and then you come back and you're like, yeah, no, it doesn't do, it doesn't even do. Not impressed with myself. I don't know, I just couldn't build the day I was doing it. I just had no ideas, and it was, yeah. Anyway, coming in and redoing it, it's a lot cleaner. Look, it's a lot easier to do something when you do it the second time, just because it ends up being quite a bit neater and more organized. So I do get through the basement a little bit faster than I did previously. Yeah, and I do like how it turned out. There's a lot of laundry day items, as you can see, and a lot of modern features just to make downstairs very clean. It is a little cold looking with the walls and the floors, so I do use quite a few warm orangey, browny sort of colours to sort of warm the atmosphere back up. I also do put like a little vent on the wall. In a moment I will move my photos across to the brick wall, and I'll put a little a housing sort of feature which you can find in the house details just here. Yeah, that one. I just wanted it to look a bit like, I guess, yeah, there was extra ventilation for downstairs. That's kind of what I was going for, and I think that comes across. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just trying things. I'm trying to be creative, but it's like, I'm not one of those super duper awesomely creative builders who makes something out of absolutely nothing. Like, I probably could, but I have so much trouble going through the actual, items. Like, I can't find anything, and I want to find something particular. It takes me forever, and then I just want to search and see what I find, and that takes forever too. So like, if I'm doing it in a video, editing all that out is kind of a pain, so sometimes I just stick to safe things. I do actually make a custom headboard for this bed. This is some of the chopping boards from Kitchen Stuff, or whatever it's called. Yeah. I don't know, I really like that as a really nice wooden headboard. It fits perfectly with that bed. That bed is sitting against the wall how it would when you just place it straight down, no moving around, and then those pieces are sized up, I think, twice and placed against the wall, and it just sort of fits and sits really well. So it was very exciting discovering that. I might have to use that more often. And you can't really see all the scratches on the board if you use certain swatches and so on. So yeah, I think that works really well. Of course, changing the lighting again. It has to always be a very light white. Lighting, it just means you can see things and things are actually bright enough. But yes, you can see I'm using that sort of orangey browny sort of tone again in the carpet. I do try and use it in this furniture. Eventually I do come to more of a base game couch in a newer swatch. I use the green upstairs in the family room, so I use the orange down here and I really love it. I just sort of create a little L-shaped couch. There might be a nice sort of lounging relaxing area with a TV. I don't think I end up putting a bookshelf down here. I was trying for a while to make one fit and I just wasn't happy with it, I guess. So I don't think that's down here in the end. Yeah, you can see I was trying to fit one in there. I do a bit of cutting here, back and forth, just because I was fiddling a lot. But yes, those cushions on the couch is just from, I think, the toddler pack, the toddler stuff pack, and just raised up to sit in that corner. It sits there quite well and covers any clipping for some couches if you do want to make an L-shaped couch. Some couches work better than others, but for that sort of base game, yeah, you do get a bit of clipping. So, you know, if that bugs you, that's one way to get rid of it. Yeah, so it sort of effectively becomes a one-seater and a two-seater, rather than a 3 and a 2. Yeah, nearly done this room. I'm just going to put some things on the shelf. I do cut a bit here because it took me forever to try and slide everything into place on the shelves because it's only got those 4 slots, one for each shelf, and a lot of things don't actually sit on the shelves, and it's kind of annoying. So yes, I've just cut most of this here. I think I'll finish. I don't know, did I finish? I think so. I can't even tell. I didn't leave enough in. Oh, you can sort of see it's done. Yeah, it is done there. I was really tempted to actually put a little cupboard under the stairs there. I didn't like the asymmetry of putting a door there. Feel free to throw that in yourself, honestly. Because there is a little space. You could make like a little cupboard up or throw in a bookshelf or whatever, really. A bookshelf would have been a good idea, actually. Maybe I should have done that. Oh well, I can always do that in game. I do really want to make a family for this home. I feel like, I don't know, I've grown attached to it and I really can kind of see in my head, I guess, who lives here now. And I don't know, that would be kind of fun creator sim to do. I don't know, maybe I'll show people, maybe I'll just make the family and move them in. I'd love to make a save file as well at some point. That was one of the jokes I made at the very beginning of my Let's Build was let's do a Let's Build for everything. There's no way I'm actually doing that, guys. That's insane. Oh my goodness. Even just doing a whole save file is just so crazy. And the people who do it, it's like, wow. Man, I got respect for them. Because that's a lot of work. I do go back in at the end and put in some more ventilation type looking items, I guess, in also the butler's quarters and the bathroom. Because I've only got in the laundry right now. Yeah, here we are working on the outside. Finally made it to the yard, which is very exciting. Here I'm trying to create some kind of interesting looking pool. I do like what I came up with in the end. I'm honestly not the most creative with outside. I can do plants, as in I can do really rough gardens that are, you know, fill spaces. They look very rough, I guess. I used to do neat gardens in like Sims 2 and 3, really clean rows of things, and I think that looked better in those games. But since Sims 4, I've sort of changed up my style, and I kind of have forgotten how to do the other gardens, those real neat, clean gardens. So the garden actually ends up being a bit simpler, I guess, than I was hoping to do. I just couldn't come up with something. And yeah, I really wanted to get this out and done, so I didn't really end up looking things up either. I mean, I could have, and you know, maybe I'll come back in and do some more cleaning at a later point on my own, but as it is, I am happy with this. It's definitely functional, and look, adding more in may actually make it very complicated and make your game run slow, so, you know, I'm pretty happy with what's there right now. I do put some lights in there at some point. Oh, not yet. Just fixing. But yes, I put a little shelter over the pool. I thought that was kind of cute. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think. If you don't like it, just remove it. Simple. Quite simple, actually. But I'm pretty happy with how that looks in the end. I do this little jutting out bit on the side, so it has a little bit of a feel of an infinity pool, but it's not really. It's, I don't know, would that count as an infinity pool? Probably not. Anyway, doing like a little gazebo type thing here. I think my intention was to put maybe a hot tub or something. I do end up putting a hot tub, but decide I don't like that shape for a hot tub, so I actually changed it to a square. So all of this work is completely void. Oh well, what can you do? Yeah. Like I said, my brain hasn't been working quite as well as I'd like. I've had time off, and I've been sick, and I've been doing all sorts of other things, and I guess getting my brain back into work mode and back into Sims and building and all that has been a little slow. I've struggled this week to try and get things moving, and I keep wanting to change my schedule, so I'm really sorry about my inconsistency. All I can say is, if you hate my inconsistency, I bet YouTube hates it more. So the algorithm's probably going to punish me for being inconsistent, so, I don't know, that doesn't really make anyone feel any better. But yes, I'm doing a little hedge maze. I really wanted to do this. I feel like it's nice in a bigger home. It's not a big one, and it's not very maze-like, honestly. But I do end up putting a little bird bath and a bench in there from a romantic garden stuff. And it's, I think it's pretty cute. Like a really good place to sort of just hide from the world, I think. But yes, using some island living chairs. These are such gorgeous outside chairs. I'm in love. They're so nice. But I do change up the flooring out here. I get rid of that red strip, which honestly I said I might do ages ago. I was very tempted to take a lot of this path building and whatnot out. But I am strange, and I like when I watch somebody else do a speed build, I actually really like watching path building and the greenery go down and the terrain paint go down. It's like a nice big picture of art coming together, whereas sometimes in the indoor stuff, it's a bit hard to really see what's happening until it's done. So I don't know, I left that in just in case anybody was like me at all and they wanted to sort of, admire the slow progression of plants being placed. I don't know. I'm weird, guys. Yeah. So this area was meant to be for, I guess, the family to sit and relax. So less of a formal area, but nice and neat looking still. I do add a lot more plants in the end as well, just because I feel like that suits, I guess, some of the character that I feel like is in The Sims. Yeah, and I think it looks really good in the end. Here we are making a pond. I thought it would be nice to be able to view a little piece of nature from the spa and from that little family area. And I did put another little bench down, sort of reading spots, I guess. I'll probably make someone in the house a book lover, just because it feels right. There's big TVs, yes, but I feel like it's not so much sporty people, more maybe quiet, nerdy. Maybe not nerdy, I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to do that and see what I can come up with. But I've really enjoyed building this. It's probably one of the first times I've taken on a mansion in Sims 4. I know, how old's the game now? 5 years or something. Yeah, it's probably one of the first times I've taken on something this big. And it was tiring, but awesome and rewarding. And yeah, it's exciting to know I can build something this big like this. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you like it? You think I've done okay? How about the building style? You like the style of the mansion? Do you like the let's build style? Look, I'd love to know, guys. Do leave as much feedback as you'd like down below, and yeah, I just want to I want to obviously do what I want to do, play for myself, and enjoy what I'm doing, but I also am fully aware that I have viewers, and I want you guys to also be happy with what I'm producing. More people happy, the better. So if we can all be happy, that's great. Yeah. But yeah, seriously though, do leave any comments you like down below. Even if it's criticism, preferably constructive criticism would be the best. Otherwise, just don't bother, please. But yes, I am placing these lights all over the mansion and checking it out at night to see how it looks. I do put these little lights over the pool as well. I thought that was cute. I did try a little spotlight instead at one point, but it was just too clunky looking under there. I wanted it to remain clean and delicate. Yeah, anyway, here I'm making like a little space for, I guess it's the teen boy. Yeah, a little place for his gardening. I think now I probably should have actually put some plants in it to give it a bit more story, but I forgot, so it looks really boring. I'm really sorry. I don't know, I just wasn't thinking straight, and yeah, that's sort of just what I ended up with, but it's not the end of the world. You can always do that yourself if you play with a family, and yeah, if you do place this in your world and put a family in it, just, add some plants. You can get all the plants off the gallery, and I think you could get them in Debug, yeah, as well. Speaking of Debug, has anybody been able to use the new cheat so far? I actually tried to get it working for this, and I couldn't. It just wasn't working. I don't know why. Look, I have come across this with cheats before, but I'm curious to know if anyone else has had the problem. I did all the things I think I'm supposed to. I put testing cheats on. I did show hidden objects, and then I did show live edit objects, or whatever the new one is. And I don't know, it wasn't working. So I ended up getting some cars for this build, which you'll see out the front at the end. I got them off the gallery because people are wonderful and are sorting those 1,000+ items, and yeah, they're up on the gallery, so that's actually a really good place to go looking for a lot of cool world items. But oh my goodness, has anyone been using that so far? I haven't actually looked at all the items, and I really should. As a builder, I really should, because it's so exciting. Oh my goodness. But like I've said before, I'm not quite creative enough to actually use some of them. I have sort of ideas, but ideas and practicality and those things don't come together with me. I'm either an idea or I do a thing, and it's I don't know. My imagination just doesn't always put things together on screen. I'm not making any sense, am I? Talking is hard. Oh my goodness. Anyway, we're actually doing the ivy now all over the walls, like I said we were going to do, and I really love how it turns out. Yeah, I think it looks good. It makes the building have a bit of age, I guess, to it. I guess I could have put some wear and tear on the building if I wanted to look older, but I don't know. I think it looks well kept. And the whole thing's got a nice little homely vibe, as if, like I've been saying the whole time, this family is not, I guess, snobby. I don't really picture anyone. Maybe one person in the house could be snobby, but yeah, it's not. It wasn't really high on my list of, I guess, traits to give Sims. So yeah, you can see this place does have a lot of structure and cleanness to it, but it's not, I don't know, it's not snobby. I might make the other one in the area a little more snobby, and give them animals and things like that, like maybe a bunch of cats. I don't know. I love cats and I love cat people. That wasn't meant to be an insult. I could sort of picture someone, maybe a celebrity living there or something. But this is a family, and while they've got money and they're very organized and they're very busy with their business and things like that, they're not cold people by any standards in my mind. They're quite well off, but also happy. So yeah, that's sort of what's in my head. Of course, you can change things up again. I don't care if people change my builds. Go for it. On the gallery, it usually credits you anyway, so just don't upload it to YouTube and say it was your work. Yeah, that's all. Even then, honestly, I don't even know if I care. It's about enjoyment of The Sims, honestly. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm using these bushes. I love the long bushes, right? And we got new ones with island living, and I love it. I love that we have new ones, and I didn't think I'd love them. Maybe, I don't know, because the white on them was a bit like, ugh, I just prefer green, but no, it's really nice. So I'm just using a few different shrubs and ferns and those bushes with the white flowers, and then these little white flowers themselves from romantic garden stuff. Yeah, and that's pretty much what I use, apart from one other one which I use all the time as sort of a ground cover sort of plant. Yeah, and I think it looks really nice. It's basically just using whites and greens to sort of create an area, and I think it turns out really nice, if I do say so myself. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with it. And it's simple. I think simple is my favorite. I don't know, I'm not, like I say, I'm not always good at creating complicated, clever things. And honestly, I just, when you got a 2-year-old, you don't always have the time to do to do those things and to experiment for hours on end. And yeah, at this point I'm just trying to get regular with my videos again. So yeah, my priority is not necessarily to go in and be super creative, but I do want to grow. And look, honestly, so far I think I have improved so much at building, and that's really exciting, because that means like what does the future hold? Who knows? Like, how good can I get? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. But you know, it's always exciting thinking, oh, well, if I could do this now, I wonder what I can do later. So you know, if you're not sure if you're good at building and things like that, look, watch videos, check out tutorials, and just give it a go over and over again. Honestly, it's practice. With a lot of artistic things, honestly, it's practice. If you can't draw, just start. If you want to draw, just start. If you want to build, just start. Just do it and move. Yeah, get onto it and figure out ways to teach yourself. And yeah, there's so many things in life I think that people miss out on just because they don't think they have a natural ability. But honestly, there's so many artistic things out there that I don't think necessarily require like a natural skill. They require practice. I mean, it always helps having a natural ability, but I mean, for example, singing, like, let's be honest, some people just do not have a natural voice, and that's fine. Some people don't have rhythm. I know plenty of people, and then there's people that can sing naturally and keep time and whatnot. But on top of that, there's also the sense of practice, you know? So someone could be naturally skilled in music and play the violin like an absolute friggin' genius. But it doesn't mean that somebody who's not skilled in music can't give it a go. But that's music. And in terms of this is more of an artistic thing that I think you can just learn. And you can become fairly good. Let's be honest, some people are insanely good at things, and I don't know if we'll ever reach their level, guys. Let's be realistic while we're being optimistic. But yeah, I just give it a go. Okay, I'm here to be your positive mentor today. Give it a go, guys. Create something, put a build up, tag me in it on the gallery, and I wanna see your glorious builds and the joy that it brings you just creating, because honestly it brings me joy just creating things and having fun. And I don't know, that's always what Sims has been about, is just getting in and just doing things you wouldn't really do in real life. Like, I can't build a mansion in real life, that's stupid. But I mean, not only can I build it in Sims, but I could live in it. Yeah, it's exciting. Anyway, just making my fun little area in the middle of the hedge maze. I do end up using the romantic garden chair, this one. I think it looks really sweet, this little stone feature in here, and I do end up just putting that sort of pebbly path through the middle of the sort of aisles or lanes or whatever you want to call them in here. Yeah, like that. And it just makes it look like it's walked and used. And I mean, I could have done it much cleaner, but again, I don't... First of all, I'm not good at clean cut gardens at the moment. It's a thing I need to practice at, and I need to look up how other people do it, and I just didn't have enough time to do this. But the thing is, for this family, like I said, I'm not really worried, because there's a neatness to everything, yes, but they're just friendly, and I don't think they care. They've got a certain area of their house for presentation, and the rest is just like, this is our zone, stay out. So some things look glorious and other things just look like a family home, and I don't know, I really love that for a house this size and this expensive. By the way, this is about 300,000 simoleons, I think a bit more, not up to 4 though, which is good, which is honestly what I was expecting, was about 3. For the other one, I don't know, it'll probably be similar, smaller house but probably more expensive items. Anyway, we're about to finish, guys. I've just grabbed this off the gallery because I couldn't get the cheat working, but a couple of expensive cars for our build. Anyway, here are some screenshots. Do enjoy, guys. Comment down below, like and subscribe, do all those wonderful things, and yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this series, and I will see you next time. Bye!